At this unassuming address in Berkeley, California, the employees of Technical Machine, a startup with roots at Olin College, are hard at work on a summer afternoon improving their product, Tessel, a game-changing programmable microcontroller.
Technical Machine sort of hit at the right moment where a lot of different projects were coming into fruition on a large scale and a small scale and an open source scale to do with wearables, to do with electronics, to do with reaching form factors beyond phones and computers. And I think that our niche sort of falls is we're trying to synthesize like software developers and that sort of world of experience and make it accessible to hardware.
Technical Machine grew out of a desire by company co-founders John McKay, Tim Ryan, and Jia Huang to start a company after graduation from Olin.
One summer we all went to work at the same large tech company, at which point we realized we wanted to work at a very small company that we could have a really big impact in. And so we decided to start looking for opportunities to work in a startup together.
The idea for Tessel came from a senior year capstone project at Olin. They knew they had struck a chord with the product when, in fall 2013, they raised $1 million in seed money in a successful crowdfunding campaign, and Technical Machine took off. They credit the Olin environment for giving them the skills and experience to follow their dream.
I would say that in the boundaries of Olin, you get this experience, whether passing or deeply immersive, on all these different aspects of building a company. And sort of when we actually set out to do it, although it was frightening and there was a ton to learn, there was never any ground that we hadn't at least covered a little bit before and we could draw from experience of.
As we got it started, I didn't know, how much money we would need, where we would get it, how we would even build the product. We just started with this idea of here's a need, here's the context behind the need, and here are a couple of ideas of how we might go about implementing it. And being uncomfortable with the future is something that you got after starting, a ton of projects like this at Olin.
The overall mentality of Olin is very present in how I approach my problems and how I solve things. I think UOCD was the biggest one for me in particular, was that you have to go out, you have to talk to customers, you have to iterate on feedback, and you have to get feedback very early in the design process.
The core team has grown to include electrical engineer Eric Kolker, community manager Kelsey Braceman, and firmware engineers Kevin Mihal and Ken Nierenhausen. Based on the response so far, the company's future looks bright.
We currently have 1,500 Tessels ordered and potentially out in the wild, and we are putting in manufacturing orders for thousands more. So by any metric, a year ago where this product didn't exist, and last August where we first started our crowdfunding campaign, I'd say we're doing marvelously.